The problem is that they should have provided us both Covaxin and Covishield, and let us to choose if we would like to volunteer for the phase 3 trial. But instead, they have provided only with Covaxin, which has left us with no other option. Either you volunteer, you sign the consent, and then you become a volunteer for the phase 3 trial, or you end up without being vaccinated.
Dr. Surya is a resident at Hassan Medical College, one of the 6 institutes in Karnataka which have received Covaxin. I'm Suraksha, and in this week's Coping with Coronavirus, we will be looking at the status of vaccine rollout and why the enthusiasm for vaccines seemed to have waned just after the first week. Bharat Biotech's indigenous vaccine Covaxin has courted controversy from the day it received its approval by the DCGI without any kind of phase 3 efficacy data. Right now, the vaccine is being administered under the clinical trial mode. At the time of the vaccination, the participants will also be given a fact sheet, an informed consent form, and an adverse event form. If you're uncomfortable with this, you cannot opt out and choose Covishield instead, as the Health Ministry has already clarified earlier. This lack of choice has led healthcare officials like Dr. Surya to lodge their dissatisfaction over the government's decision. On January 18th, Karnataka Association of Resident Doctors wrote to the Health Minister Dr. K. Sudhakar expressing its concerns with Covaxin and the decision to distribute Covishield to the rest of Karnataka except these 5 centres. But the minister has been adamant in his support for Covaxin. Till date, 4 people across the country have died who had received vaccination 24 hours to 48 hours prior to their deaths. Out of the 4 deaths, 2 are from Karnataka, a 58-year-old doctor from Shimoga and 43-year-old Group D employee from Ballari. The government, however, has denied any role of vaccines in causing the deaths. On the whole, 463 adverse events following immunization or AEFIs have been reported in 29 districts across the state till 20th of January, barring Chikbalapur where no data was available. Majority of these AEFIs are reported to be minor in nature, with only few requiring hospitalization. Dakshina Kannada has reported the maximum number of minor AEFIs till 20th January with 143, followed by Koppal with 96 minor AEFIs. The state has been leading in the number of vaccinations done, but many districts in Karnataka have been unable to reach the target set. This is not very different from the rest of the nation, which is struggling to meet the target too. 5 districts in the state reported a vaccination coverage of less than 25%. As of January 21st, vaccination coverage in Karnataka fell short by 43%. In Delhi, only 53% of those registered turned up for the inoculation on the vaccination day. In fact, the Delhi government and a few private hospitals in Karnataka have put up selfie stands, among other things, to boost vaccine turnout. The government has also deployed Swasthidut volunteers under the guidance of clinical psychologists and nursing instructors to address vaccine hesitancy. The government has blamed misinformation fueled by doctored videos and fake news for people's unwillingness to get vaccinated. Despite the assurances, many are still skeptical about the vaccines, especially Covaxin. The lack of choice and confusion over distribution of the vaccines seems to have contributed to the overall mood of vaccine hesitancy.
We are not being forced to take it, but it has put us into a situation where either you volunteer for it or you don't get a vaccine. Though they are not openly saying it, it's indirectly meaning the same thing.
That's all from us for this week. We will see you next week with a new Coping with Coronavirus story. Until then, stay safe.